back. We're going to double down again today and check out the new H2R Nova by Olight. We're going to be having a look at the cool and neutral white versions. According to Fancy Box they came in, the cool white version runs between 55 and 6500K, and our neutral white runs between 4500 and 5000K. 2300 lumens from a single 18650 headlamp. I think that's quite an accomplishment, and looking right here on the back you can see we have our 5 regular mode outputs, and Olight is once again letting us know that 2300 is a burst mode. In this case it looks like we get a 60-second burst before it dials back to protect itself from the heat. Even after we get the temperature protection kicked in, we've still got 750 lumens in the turbo mode. We seem to have spared no expense on packing material again. We get a really nice box. Kind of reminds me of the boxes that 4.7's lights used to come in. You know, when you take something that really is good quality out of a box, it's like the minute it touches your fingertips, you know it. This thing is hefty and sturdy, but not heavy. The battery's in there. When I shake it, there's nothing. Sharp color contrast again. Nice finish, covering everything, even on the corners and the edges. On the tail we have, if you want to call it knurling, we have like a horizontal stripe pattern, which is really grippy when you go to twist the cap off. I'm also seeing a sturdy two-way pocket clip. Nice threads. I am seeing the proprietary Olight battery there. If you've seen my videos on their other headlamps, I reviewed this, and you can put a different battery in here. It just doesn't work with the charging system. Good capacity on that though, 3000 milliamps. With this cell you do always want to make sure that you put the positive toward the tail. It won't hurt anything if you put it in the other way. Your light just won't come on. We do have a magnetic tail cap that'll hold the full weight of the light as well as works with the charging system. Nice textured optic for a smooth beam. Underneath that optic there's an XHP50, which I think is phenomenal for a single 18650 light this size. For them to be able to cram all of the tech it takes for a boost driver that performs the way that this one does in there is pretty impressive. In this snappy box we also got our magnetic charger. And something that makes me so happy, a 2-strap headband. I greatly prefer having this center strap over the type of headbands that comes with their smaller lamps with just the single. Looks like they've got a bit of a different way of strapping it in too. Ooh. Was not expecting that. That's a pretty good idea. A first for me. I've never seen that before. No use pushing it in and out of a couple of those little loopholes. And then if it does need to be more secure, you've got this. It even fits with the pocket clip still on there. That may very well be my new favorite head strap. Looking at the user interface, we have the one click on, one click off, which I love about Olight products. To cycle through your modes, just press and hold. That'll give us our low, medium, high. To get the moonlight, we press and hold from the off position. You can access the turbo mode by a double click. If you want to hit the SOS mode, it's a triple click. Any of the modes, low, medium, and high, will be memorized. It will memorize the turbo and moonlight, but only for 10 minutes for some reason. SOS is never memorized. Something else, if you watch close, it's real subtle, but when we kick this on, It actually ramps just a little bit. It's not a sharp on-off. I've tested enough Olight products that I know that they live up to their claims, but just to be on the safe side, I went ahead and ran my tests. Besides, I wouldn't want them to see this video and think, oh, hey, Matt, stop testing our lights. We can slack off now. Because you know I hold everybody to that standard. It's all me, right? Here are the numbers that I got versus the factory claims. Now this is the section of the video where I typically stick all my gripes, whether it's a malfunctioning product or a poor warranty service, or sometimes I even mount up on my big tall horse and wow the industry with my superior knowledge and say, well, I think this should have been this way. But in this case, I'm really not coming up with something. I suppose if I really needed to blow something up big, I could say that that thing about not memorizing the turbo or moonlight modes is just a horrible, awful disaster, but that's really just not the case. There's enough amazing things about this light, how premium the quality is, to their amazing driver technology, to just the way the headlamp or the headband works. I'm impressed. Or I could go on to say, oh, how I wish if only Olight made this in Type 3 hard anodized natural. You know, that finish with the beautiful olive type lean that colorblind people typically refer to as gray. But I won't do that. This is just a great product, and I think we'll leave it at that. Now, if a solid, robust feeling, beautiful color contrast on the body, excellent knurling on the tail, a two-way pocket clip sturdy enough to hold a light 3 times its size, a unique headband with a magnetic fastener as well as a rubber latch, and 2300 out the front lumens from a single 18650 powered light isn't enough to win you over, then the amazing beam quality probably isn't going to tip the scale either. But for the rest of us, I'll say that it is superb. That textured optic not only delivers a nice, round, smooth hot spot, it eliminates all of the dark crossed or imperfect focus that's associated with 4-dye emitters like the XHP50. Around the edges, the spot isn't perfectly circular, it's not round and sharp, but it's round and blended. The hot spot just bleeds nice and evenly into the spill. This is a light that I could use in an open area or in tight quarters like in a cave. Probably the only thing preventing me from doing that right now is I don't want to scratch it up yet. A light this beautiful deserves shelf queendom for at least a week. After hearing a review like that, some of you might be thinking, hey Matt, you're starting to sound a little like a fanboy, bud. And here's what I have to say to that. If saying that an awesome light is an awesome light makes me a fanboy, then so be it. I'm okay with that. Seriously though, if what your hot button is quality, this is something you might want to take a look at. I think it's a pretty good light. As always, for more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Good lucks.